Ssenkagale w'ekibiina ekya Democratic Party Norbert Mao batadde emikono ku ndagaano y'enkolagana n'ekigendererwa eky'okwongera okuzimba ebyobufuzi eby'eggwanga Uganda. Katubirabe.
Alabika ye byalubirira byaweddeyo. Kati nga bwe yatuusaawo n'alaba nga byonna biweddewo. Kyanaku nti bwe muba mutambula muli mu lugendo abamu oyinza obutabategeera ki kye balubirira n'olowooza nti bali ku bye muliko naye nga si bye baliko. N'ekyo kisoboka, n'ekyo tekitumalaamu maanyi, kitukwasa nnaku ku lulwe. Tebbanga lyonna ly'amazze ng'atubuulira nti omusajja oli mubi, bino si byakulimba, ensi yaffe agiza amabega, ate nkya ne musayininga endagaano, kitegeeza nti abadde atulimba oluberera.
Ekibanga kyakoleddwa mu mwoyo ogwo, ekifo osobola okifuna naye n'okikozesa ki? Maybe okwetaasa funa 10 mu mpale. Bwe kibanga kye kigendererwa mukubiriza abaana bammwe okukola basobole okweyimirizaawo. Naye bwe kibanga si kye kigendererwa kya bunafu nnyo.
Olunaku ne bwe lutuuka nga ffenna abakulembeze mu opposition dusaze eddiiro etudda ku sayidi ya NRM. Bannayuganda bo webali ebizibu ebibanyiga bikyaliwo. Abo bannayuganda abo bennyini bajja kwekulamu obukulembeze obwabwe basigale nga balwanirira enkyukakyuka. Kubanga ebinyiga bannayuganda byo weebiri bikyaliwo tebikyukanga. So kakati ffenna ne butusala eddiiro ebyo bintu kasita bisigala nga binyigiriza bannayuganda embeera eyo ng'ebanyigiriza bo bokka bajja kwekulamu obukulembeze obulala basigale nga bali ku mulamwa gwe baagala.
So okujja kwa Norbert Mao kiraga nti ali product ya NRM first of all, ate ekirala a sharing experience. So okujja kwe n'okumwaniriza mu kibiina kyaffe kitulaga kye twatandikirago nga kigamba nti we shall have to embrace all the people from all the political divide. So he's welcome, and that one shows kiraga nti amaanyi gaffe tukyali.
Ate ne Mao yeko okukkiriza ekyo kiraga nti naye atandise okukola ebyobufuzi eby'ekikulu. Kubanga basinga balowooza nti abantu bwe batebakkaanya mu ndowooza y'ebibiina balina okubanga balwana bulwanyi. Naye ate kino kiwa omuntu omukisa nti bw'oba obadde ku opposition capacity ki gy'olina kiki ky'oyinza okukola. Mao ekinsozesa okunsanyusa bamuwadde constitutional affairs. Kati babakwadde ku sayidi y'ebyamateeka. Kakati mugambamu aba DP nti the truth and the justice. Twagala tulabe sekita eyo nga improvinga singa gw'obadde president wa Uganda naye kati bakwaddeko akantu akatono ka component katwebe nga bwe kanaatambula.
Mawulire ga UBC leero. Ekibiina ekiri mu yinza ekya NRM kyeganye badde bubungesibwa naddala ku mikutu egyambikkulira kumanya nga bwe baaguze ekibiina ekya Democratic Party ne batangaza nga bwe bataddewo enkolagana wakati w'enjuuyi zombiriri okusobola okukwatira wamu mu ntambuza y'emirimu egy'eggwanga Uganda. Bino ssaabawandiisi wa NRM Richard Todwong yabitegeezezza bannamawulire mu lukuŋŋaana lwakedde okukuba enkya ya leero ku kitebe ky'ekibiina ekitangibwa ku Kyaddondo Road mu Kampala okutangaza ku byatuukiddwako wakati w'ekibiina kya NRM awamu ne DP.
It has quite a number of principles that entails mutual cooperation in areas of governance, in areas of the economy, especially where it comes to policies, accountability, human rights, democracy, and involvement. In the agreement, we should be meeting after 3 months as leaders from both parties to monitor and see the implementation of the signed agreement. So within that, definitely I'm sure other development will come and we shall announce if they come. But for now, it is too soon to say what might come or what might follow.
Ate lyo essiga eddamuzi okutandika n'omwaka 2023 gwe gujja ligenda kufiisa ensimbi esoba mu bukadde 10 buli mwaka singa omulimu gw'okuzimba kkooti ensukkulumu awamu n'ejulirwamu gunaaba gujjiddwako engalo. Okusinziira ku ssiga eddamuzi okuzimba kkooti eno kutuuse ku bitundu 42 ku buli 100. Kaakati bino bituukiddwako ng'akakiiko ka Paalamenti akakola ku nsonga z'amateeka bali mu kulambula omulimu gw'okuzimba kkooti eno we gutuuse.
Mwaka essiga eddamuzi lisaasaanya obuwumbi obusoba mu 10 ku kupangisa ebizimbe okuli ekya kkooti ensukkulumu ne kkooti ejulirwamu ebisangibwa mu Kampala. N'ekigendererwa eky'okukendeeza ku kusaasanya kw'ensimbi y'omwoyi w'omusolo. Essiga eddamuzi lyabakana n'omulimu ogw'okuzimba kkooti ensukkulumu ne kkooti ejulirwamu ku kitebe kyali ekikulu mu Kampala. Okuzimba kkooti zino okwatandika mu mwaka gwa 2018. Okusinziira kwakwira abawandiisi ba kkooti Salala Ngasiyo ategeezezza nti we butuukidde olwaleero nga baakakutuusa ku bitundu 82 ku buli 100.
All factors constant, we expect that the building and civil works are done by December. That's December of this year, 2022. And the ICT installations that I was talking about are expected to be completed by March of 2023. The work of finishing is at advanced stage, with the plastering and wiring almost finished. What is left and which is still going on is the installation of the what we call the VAC framework, that is the heating system, the ventilation, the air conditioning, as well as the ICT ducts. Those ones are work in progress.
Akakiiko ka Paalamenti akakola ku nsonga z'amateeka kalambudde omulimu gw'okuzimba kkooti ensukkulumu ne kkooti ejulirwamu we gutuuse ku kitebe ky'essiga eddamuzi mu Kampala. Okuzimba kkooti zino kwa kuwemmenta obuwumbi bw'ensimbi za kuno 63.9 nga kkooti ezizimbibwa kuliko ebisenge ebigazi obulungi mu ssanvu kiyite court halls, woofiisi z'abalamuzi ezisoba 20 n'ebirala.
We have a restaurant, we have 4 boardrooms. So the Supreme Court has 3 registries. It has a computer room, it has a mediation lounge, it has a library, it has a gym and a sauna. There is also a staff restaurant different from the one for the justices. We have a business center. Advocates will have a roping room. Honorable members, at the Court of Appeal, we have 23 chambers. We have 4 court halls coming up. We have 5 boardrooms, we have 3 registries.
Ssentebe w'akakiiko ka Paalamenti akakola ku nsonga z'amateeka Yusufu Mutembuli oluvannyuma lw'okulambula omulimu guno asiimye essiga eddamuzi.
Gamba nti tusanyuse nnyo okulaba nti emirimu zigenze mu maaso, be batusomera be bazze nga batubuulira mu komiti tubisanze nga ku ground weebiri, buli kimu kyonna kye bayogerako weekiri. So tulikola mulimu gwaffe nga Paalamenti gwe bayita oversight role, nti eno Paalamenti egenda kubeera yanjawulo, si kujja n'otugamba bugambi bintu gwe n'ogenda n'okola ebirala, womala otugamba nga naffe tujja ku ground ne tulaba kyekiriwo.
Wabula Yusufu Mutembuli yeeyamye ku lwa Paalamenti okutuusa obuyambi bwabwe eri essiga eddamuzi okusobola okuddukanya emirimu gyalyo. Era
nga komiti nyinza ogamba nti tuli satisfied nti emirimu zikutambula bulungi, era ndowooza tujja kukolera wamu ne judiciary okulaba nti zino buildings ziggwa nga tewali buzibu bwonna. Abakiise ku kakiiko kano basiimye omulimu ogukoleddwa essiga eddamuzi nga kati balindiridde empeereza nnungamu oluvannyuma lw'okuzimba ebizimbe bino.
Ebizimbe bino tulowooza nti singa munaatuulawo n'awalala mukole ekyo ekisuubirwamu bannayuganda, kubanga kye tubalowoozaamu nti obwenkanya buva wano ne bubuno obwerufu buva wano, amazima gava wano. So kati amazima ge tuzookola ku kizimbe twagala mbagambe ne bannammwe abalala n'abalala bonna naddala abakulembeze.
If 10 billion is saved, we may look at it from the next financial year, because now we are going to, by December there is a target, by March, so that when we have that other budget process, our priorities are going to be redirected to some other courts.
Inze Namamole Deborah ne Susan Nabugudde mu Kampala.
Webale nnyo Namamondi Deborah wamu ne Susan Nabugudde. Ate ye minisita omubeezi w'akanyigo k'eRuwero Alice Kabuyu asoomozezza abazirwanako mu ttundu ly'Emityana wamu n'Empigi okutandikirawo abaana baabwe naddala emirimu bakole okusinga okulinda egya gavumenti ate nga tegibamala. Okwogera bino minisita abadde asisinkanya abakulembeze b'abazirwanako mu ttundu ery'Emityana wamu n'Empigi era ng'ensinkano eno ebadde ku bitebe bya disitulikiti byombiriri.
Abazirwanako basinzidde mu nsisinkano ebadde ku kitebe ky'eggombolola y'Ebusimbi Emityana ne basaba minisitule bawa akasiimo kaabwe bakalye nga bakyalina amaanyi okusinga okubateeka mu pulojekiti ng'emyaka gibagenzeeko.
Tufune akasiimo kaffe tukwakwate tukeeriire nga tuli balamu oba miliyoni 3 kubanga zisente ntono nnyo okuffe. Miliyoni 3 ng'okwata nga tuzikwata nga tugenda tweriira akasiimo kaffe nga tufa.
Bano okuva mu tundu ly'Emityana omwegattira disitulikiti okuli Mityana, Kasanda ne Mubende bategeezezza ng'embeera gye bawangaaliramu ng'abaazirwanako si eyali badde ey'omulwanyi.
Tulina ebijjukizo ekya Musisi ekasambya ekya escort wa pulezidenti bw'okituukirako kyennyamiza.
Ate abantu baffe abeeri famire yaffe y'Ebutoloogo yayamba nnyo abantu abaali baagalanga okuttibwa.
Kilomita eringa emu okutuuka ku Butebi lwewabeeranga naye tegatuukangayo.
Wabula bano minisita abategeezezza nga gavumenti bwetasobola kubatuusaako buli kimu n'asuubiza okuweereza tulakita mu buli disitulikiti bagikozesa okwekulaakulanya.
Tubawadde tulakita kati eyo ngisuubiza ngenda kuzinoonya nzireete 3 Kasanda, Mityana ne Mubende.
Ssentebe wa NRM Emityana John Kintu aloopedde minisita ng'ebitundu abalwanyi abasinga gye bawangaalira bwe bitaliimu masannyalaze ekyongera okukyaya ekibiina kyabwe.
Kye tusaba ffe nga abaliraanye wano kubanga ffe tuli ku mutima gwa ggwanga tusaba maama ensonga y'amasannyalaze bw'obeere eyo mu banno mugirowoozeeko wano Mityana tuswala nnyo.
Minisita oluvudde wano yeeyongeddeyo mu tundu ly'Empigi nga muno mulimu disitulikiti Gomba, Butambala n'Empigi ng'ensisinkano ebadde Empigi ku disitulikiti wano abaazirwanako basomye ekiwandiiko ekyawamu ekirimu ebibasoomooza.
Ng'ate n'oyalya emmere egenda ababalira bano bafuneko bamenya tubalaba abali mu kaseera kazibu nnyo ate nga naffe eno wansi bali batukoona kimubongo mukitegeeza mwe mwalya.
RDC w'Empigi asinzidde wano n'aloopera minisita nti obutakwatagana mu bukulembeze kukyalemesezza enkulaakulana.
Ekizibu kyawo si lwa opposition naye butakwatagana leadership ye problem. Twatandika okwerwanyisa ffe bennyini ab'eNRM nga tetumanyi nti tugenda kwejja buyinza.
Ssentebe w'abazirwanako Haji Dirisa Seddunga asabye minisita okufuna akadde alambula abalwanyi mu maka gaabwe alabe emirimu gye bakola okwekulaakulanya.
Abantu bano bakakkamu ate maama yakulopera bakozi najje mu kulambula kwange okwo nasanga emisiri gy'emmwanyi nasanga ensuku.
Minisita asuubiza okubawa enkumbi 1000 buli disitulikiti okwongera okwejja mu bwavu nga zaaguliddwa nadda.
Districts 3 wano kati tugenda kubawa buli district enkumbi 1000 naye nga zigenda z'abalwanyi si bantu bonna z'abalwanyi bazirwanako bino ebintu byabwe. Tunoonya transport egenda kuzireeta kati yokka kubanga gye ziri mu stores zaffe.
Ate ye kakensa mu byenfuna Dr. Fred Muhumuza agamba nti gavumenti z'amawanga agali yaddeko mu byenfuna tezirina kye zisobola kunogera ddagala okusoomoozebwa okwokunaabuuka kw'okulinnya kw'emiwendo gy'ebintu ng'oggyeeko okubiriza abantu ssekinnoomu n'ezi gavumenti okufuukulaba nga bakekkereza mu bikozesebwa ekiseera kino. Ono UBC emufunyeeko endowooza ye ku kwogera kwa pulezidenti eri eggwanga okwabaddeyo olunaku olw'eggulo.
People will continue buying more and more and more and more.
Mukwogera kwa President Museveni eri eggwanga okwabadde kutunuuliddwa ng'okwokuyamba embagirawo okumalawo ekizibu eky'okwekanama kw'emiwendo gy'ebintu, President Essira yali tadde ku ggwanga okukola ennyo okutuukiriza ebiruubirirwa byalyo mu kiseera kino ne gye bujja, ng'agamba nti kye kyokka ekijja okuyamba eggwanga okuvuunuka okusoomoozebwa kw'ebyenfuna mwe litubidde ensangi zino.
It's tempting to compare to do what other countries are doing, but as we say, in matters of the economy, in matters of crisis and situations like this, each person must look at their resources, because you don't want something that you cannot sustain. You don't want to start on something or revoke something that you should have kept along. But in moments like this, they require adjustment. Now, unfortunately, quite a number of people want to maintain the status quo. So they want the president to speak to them in a way that will restore the equilibrium they had. Those days are gone. We all have to move to the next level of adjustment, but that painful process of adjustment, we must face it.
Mukwogera kwe eggulu ery'eggwanga, President Museveni yategeezezza nga bw'atawagira kyakukendeeza ku miwendo gy'ebintu, kyagamba nti kyabulabe nnyo nga kiyinza n'okuvaako okwongera ku kunaabuka kw'emiwendo gy'ebintu.
So the president is right to say we cannot put any price caps, because price caps will allow people to consume more than what is available in the market. The price increases sometimes are trying to regulate the supply and the demand. Now, the moment you disrupt that process, you are going to have demand exceeding the supply. Now, at the end of the day, you end up with a much higher price than you would have had if you had let the market sort out that option.
Ntandikwa y'omwaka guno ng'emiwendo teginnanaabuuka, bannayuganda bavuga ebidduka baali bakozesa obukadde bwa lita z'amafuta 6.5 olunaku, ekintu Dr. Fred Muhumuza kyagamba nti kiyamba nnyo ku misolo egikuŋŋaanyizibwa n'okuyimirizaawo ebyenfuna by'eggwanga.
Oil reserves literally address structural breaks in the supply chain. That you have a disruption, or the pipeline is broken, a railway is broken, a bridge is broken. So you are trying to repair that bridge and it may take you maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks. That is where oil reserves come in. But oil reserves can never be used as a remedy against.
Ate bo bannaddiini mu nzikiriza ez'enjawulo mu municipality y'Entebbe babanguddwa ku nkola ey'enkulaakulana miruka egenda mu maaso eyitibwa parish development model ng'emu ku nteekateeka ya gavumenti ey'okuggya abantu mu nawokera obwavu. Omusomo gw'okubangula bannaddiini bano guteekateekeddwa ssentebe owa division B nga ye Najjemba Scholastica Baguma n'alabula abeesunga okubulankanya ensimbi zino nti nno balina okuba nga bali akamanyenga akuza n'owebbwa. Omusasi waffe Sula Kaguguba abaddeyo omusomo guno kaatuwa ebikirako bino.
Bano be bakulembeze b'enzikiriza ez'enjawulo abajjumbidde omusomo ogwategekeddwa okubogiwaza obwongo ku nteekateeka ya parish development model eri ku mimwa gy'Abannayuganda.
So tugenda kubeera ne banka ezaffe nga mwe tujja ssente ezizetwongera mu mirimu gino okukulaakulana oba okutumbuka.
Omusomo guno kubadde kwanukula mulanga gwabwe gwe baakuba bwe baali mu kusaala Idi Aduha ne bawanjagira gavumenti olw'okubasuula ebbali mu nteekateeka eno.
Bulijjo gubadde mulanga gwange era mu bubaka bwange obwa Idi yali request eri special nga ntegeeza bekikwatako tisenga bannaddiini bayingizibwa mu programu zinga zino ne bazisomesebwa ne bazitegeera ne basobola okutwala eri obubaka eri abantu be bakulembera be basisinkana kumpi buli lunaku.
Mu nsisinkano eno bannaddiini balaze ennyonta gye babadde nayo nga bayita mu kubuuza ebibuuzo n'okubalambika ku nkola eno.
Zino programu za gavumenti tuzivumira bw'ola twagala ziteeka mu nkola naye zifuuse nga mpeke. Hedex, Panado, Maxisaquini, Maxado byonna bya mutwe. So ate omwagalo tutikka
kati sente zino 10% y'abakadde fe abasatu tunaaba tufunako $30 buli omu n'abeera nga atuteko 10 nga gyaga
nti group yeeno egenda okufuna kino ne mu church zonna group zijja kuyitibwa zitimbibwe bannanga okulondola kubeere kwa ffenna.
Wano ssentebe wa division Najjemba Scholastica Baguma nga y'omu ku bawomya omutwe mu kuteekateeka omusomo guno asiimye bannaddiini olw'obujjumbize.
Nzize nkiddiŋŋana saawa zino gavumenti ennatuwa ssente zifacilitatinga zisomesa abantu naye nze nga chairperson wa division oba maama Ntebe mukwano gw'abangi nagambye nja kukwata mu nsawo eyange.
Newankubadde nga gavumenti ekoze kisoboka okwongera okulaba nga esomesa bannayuganda ssaako n'okubaagazisa okwettanira enkola eno empya gye yagunjizaawo okulaba ng'ekyusa ku mbeera z'abantu aba bulijjo gye tuyinza okuyita enkulaakulana ey'okumiruka ne gye buli kati abantu abasinga obungi mu bitundu by'Entebbe bagamba tebannaba kuganyulwa mu nteekateeka eziteekebwawo gavumenti nga bagamba kati kisaanidde okubanga babaawo ekikolebwa okwongera okubasomesa n'okulondoola pulojekiti zino engeri gye ziba zitambuddemu okulaba nga zituuka ku muntu wa wansi. Nze Sula Kagugube wano Entebbe.
Babalenyo munnaffe Sula Kagugube okuviira ddala mu municipality y'Entebbe oli ku mawulire aga UBC leero tuli ku UBC TV Naila Avenue mu Kampala wosinziira okubanga otulaba bulungi osobola okusanga ku kimajja kya Facebook oba YouTube genda ku bibanja ebyo teeka mu UBC leero genda ku bw'otutabuliro katusooke tumulemu katono tukomewo n'amalala mangi tuva ku UBC nze Aminah Nabuule Kagimu.
sasulira akasimu k'ekirooto kyo mpola mpola. Funa essimu y'ekirooto kyo leero ng'osasula mpola mpola okutandikira ku nnusu 14 n'ofuna data ow'obwereere okumala omwaka. Essimu zonna kugirako MB za 5 buli lunaku okumala emyezi 12. Osasulira omwaka gumu. Ziri mu maduuka ga MTN n'aga M-Kopa. MTN, everywhere you go.
There are very few institutions in Uganda that have celebrated a century-plus years of distinguished service, like Uganda Printing and Printing Corporation. The government chief printer, which was founded in 1902 as a department in the colonial government, retained as a department and the president's office after independence and transformed into a public enterprise in 1992 by an act of parliament. Uganda Printing and Printing Corporation has been instrumental in shaping Uganda's printing industry and printing documents such as bills, statutory contracts, legal notices, acts and ordinances, and the Uganda Gazette, policy statements, budgets, IEC materials, and other reports. Join us this Friday, 22nd July 2022, as we launch activities to mark 120 years live on UBC from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Meet Professor Petero. He knows something every hustler in UG is gonna love.
Oh, see. You see, I was just trying to get the documents to register for Airtel Money.
You don't need the documents. You just say to register.
What's going on here?
He sells things from the shop, and behind my back, he gets the money and gives it to his girlfriends.
But just get Airtel Money Pay so that all money comes direct to your business wallet and only you, the owner, have access to it. Just dial *185 *10 hash and now you are on. No waiting. Huh? This insanity is sweet. Give them also.
I only take Airtel Money Pay. It's easy and secure.
Yes, become a safer and more efficient cash-free business today. Easy. Not mixing your business money with your Kameza money. No, that's efficient. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Water gives life. Water is life. But not all water is created equal. Refresh yourself with the new quality Nirvana packaged drinking water and fuel you and your passion to go further in life.
Visit a shop near you and grab a 250 ml at 500 shillings, 500 ml at 1000 shillings, 1.5 liters at 2000 shillings, or the 20-liter jumbo bottle at 19,000 shillings. Nirvana is a product of Crown Beverages Limited, the makers of Pepsi products.
A World Cup in the desert? The first one in the Middle East. The first to be held at the end of the year? That's crazy. Get ready for spectacular moves. High-flying saves. Unbelievable goals. Out of this world celebration.
Would you believe it? What a moment here!
All 64 matches live. That's over 5,000 action-packed minutes of the FIFA 2022 World Cup Qatar. Now that's crazy. Catch all the action only on SuperSport, your world of champions. On Go TV, love it.
Enjoy more GBs for the same price on Airtel. Shareable using 2 Gabonais. We have increased GBs across all your favorite packs. Now, 4 GB is at 10,000 shillings and 10.5 GB at 22,500 shillings, all valid for a week. For the heavy data users, enjoy 24 GB at 50,000 shillings and 50 GB at 100,000 shillings, all valid for a month. Dial *175 hash or use the My Airtel app to buy these and more affordable weekly and monthly data bundles on Airtel, the smartphone network.
A World Cup in the desert? The first one in the Middle East. The first to be held at the end of the year? That's crazy. Get ready for spectacular moves, high-flying saves, unbelievable goals. Out of this world celebration.
Would you believe it? What a moment here!
All 64 matches live. That's over 5,000 action-packed minutes of the FIFA 2022 World Cup Qatar. Now that's crazy. Catch all the action only on SuperSport, your world of champions. On Go TV. Love it.
Be alert. Do not share your Airtel Money PIN number with anyone. Airtel Uganda employees will never ask for your Airtel Money PIN number on call, SMS, or by email. All SIM card registrations, SIM card verifications, or SIM swaps are done at clearly branded Airtel shops and not on phone. To report any fraudulent activity, please call 100 immediately. The official calling number for Airtel promotions is 0200 100 100. Stay alert on Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Mama Naka, give me some chips. Add sausage, kebab, and please don't forget tomato sauce.
Mama Nak, serve me boiled cassava, add some yam, little matoke, and I want more greens. You know, greens are good for my body.
But you man also, you're too stingy. You're always eating cassava greens. When will you ever eat on your money?
You see, my friend, eating organic food is good. That food is so important for our bodies. And I advise you too, my friend. Please, stop eating chemically generated foods.
Pelam Uganda, the co-host of the Knowledge Hub for Organic Agriculture in Eastern Africa, KHEA, under the lead coordinating agency, BioVision Africa Trust Kenya, has launched a hashtag Know What You Eat campaign with the objective of raising awareness on the dangers of consuming inorganic products. For more information, visit www.pelamuganda.org or visit KHEA social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
Know What You Eat campaign is brought to you by Pelam Uganda, BioVision Africa, KHEA.
Vimba! Ni MTN Kabode Super as you pay mpola for this smartphone. Make calls, update your WhatsApp status, watch YouTube, and Google anything under the sun with 2 GB worth of data every month for 7 months. Simply make a small deposit of 99k and pay the balance mpola. You can pay in daily, weekly, or even monthly installments while you enjoy your new phone. So what are you doing today? Visit any MTN shop near you and get the MTN Kabode Super easy.
Kukulisayo nnyo mukuumulamu okwo n'enkwaniriza mu kitundu kyaffe ekyokubiri oli ku mawulire aga UBC leero tuli ku UBC TV. Ekitundu kyaffe ekyokubiri kitandise ne kaweefube ow'okuziyiza ekyeya awamu n'okuba nga tekikosa abali mu mulimu gw'obulunzi bw'ebyennyanja. Gavumenti esabiddwa okubakwatirako n'ebyuma ebipika amazzi ziyite water pumps mu lufuutifuuti, okubasimira ebidiba awamu n'ebirala bingi kibasobozesa okwongera okutumbula omulimu gwabwe mu bitundu bino. Wabula bo abali mu mulimu guno ne bakubirizibwa okwekolamu ebibiina by'obwegassi kyanguyirwe gavumenti okuba nga ebakwatirako obuyambi buba busoboka. Katubirabe.
Abali mu mulimu gw'obulimi n'obulunzi obw'ebyennyanja mu ggwanga mu kaweefube ow'okuteeka mu nkola okwongera omutindo mu mulimu guno basabye gavumenti okubakwasizaako n'ebyuma ebikozesebwa okuli water pumps n'okubasimira ebidiba dams omuva amazzi ddala mu biseera bino eby'ekyeya. Omulunzi w'ebyennyanja mu disitulikiti y'Emityana Kabugo Moses asabye abali mu kulunda ebyennyanja okusobozesa gavumenti okubakwasizaako n'okubamanya obulungi basosowaze okwekolamu ebibiina eby'obwegassi okwekulaakulanya.
Tubulamu obwegassi kikulu kubanga mufuna eddoboozi erinnyonnyola kati ogenda n'owulira nti gavumenti erina enteekateeka bweti ne bweti naye bw'ogenda mu fiishi batuuka eringa oba keno wansi ku disitulikiti oba wansi ku magombolola nga enteekateeka y'ebyennyanja nga bagisuula ebbali. Okusomoza okwo kutanze nga buli muntu yali agadde okuvaayo.
Bino Kabugo abyogeredde mu lukiiko lwa bannamawulire ku nnimiro ye ey'ebyennyanja e Nakaloso mu munisipaali y'Emityana nga beetekerateekera omusomo ogw'okwongera omutindo mu bye bakola ogusuubirwa ng'ennaku z'omwezi 28 omwezi guno omwaka 2022.
somo ogenda kulaba ebyennyanja nga kito olabe ekyennyanja nga kirabirirwa olabe emmere ekolwa engeri gye tugiterekamu olengere nga gitubattako omutindo kitegeeza ojja genda ng'otegedde nti nange nsobola okukola ekintu ekifaanana kityo oba n'okusingawo kubanga pulogulaamu yange egamba njagala mu bbanga ttono mbe nga nsobola okupaakinga n'ebyennyanja mu mikebe oba genda bweru ne bigenda bweru oba mu supermarket ntakwana okugenda mu supermarket abaana abawala be tulina tubatikka enkya n'eggulo nti bagenda bweru twagala tutandikawo batraininga bayige ogattako omutindo.
Kabuga ategeezezza nti mu musomo guno basuubira abasomesa okuva mu Makerere University mu ttendekero ery'ebyobulimi, abasomesa okuva mu Ministry y'ebyobulimi Entebbe wamu n'Emityana. Ayongeddeko nti amaze emyaka 10 mu mulimu guno wabula n'ategeeza nti wadde gulimu ensimbi naye gukyalina ebisoomooza bingi kwe kusaba gavumenti mu pulogulaamu eya Parish Development Model nabo ebasoosowaze. Kabugo asabye ddala abavubuka abalina ebifo eby'ebisenyi okubikozesa mu bulunzi obw'ebyennyanja obukuuma obutonde era naye kwe kutegeeza nti kati alunda ebyennyanja ebisuuka emitwalo 4 okuli engege n'emmale. Ndi Salongo Kasibante Ennakaloso mu munisipaali y'Emityana.
Webale nnyo munnaffe Salongo Kasibante oli ku mawulire aga UBC leero tuli ku UBC TV. Amawulire wegati wegatambudde ng'ogakusomera nze Aminah Nabuule Kagimu nkwagaliza ekiro ekirungi beera bulungi weeraba.
MTN Kabode Super as you pay mpola for this smartphone. Make calls, update your WhatsApp status, watch YouTube, and Google anything under the sun with 2 GB worth of data every month for 7 months. Simply make a small deposit of 99k and pay the balance mpola. You can pay in daily, weekly, or even monthly installments while you enjoy your new phone. So what are you doing today? Visit any MTN shop near you and get the MTN Kabode Super easy.
National Council for Higher Education will hold the 4th Annual Higher Education Conference on the 14th and 15th September 2022. The conference theme is Enhancement of Teaching, Learning and Assessment with Ordeal in Higher Education. The guest of honor will be the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Honorable Janet Kataha Museveni. The conference will be held physically at Hotel Africana for only invited guests and open to online participants via Zoom webinar that will be shared under the events section at www.unche.or.ug. The keynote speakers are Ezra Nazim, Senior Fellow of Higher Education Academy UK, Professor Henk Gerald Sola, a Dutch organizational theorist and Emeritus Professor of Business, Engineering and ICT at Groningen University, the Netherlands. The National Council for Higher Education is receiving papers from researchers and scholars for publication in the Uganda Higher Education Review, Journal of National Council for Higher Education. For more details, send inquiries to cmuhumuza@unche.or.ug, info@unche.or.ug, or call 0783 040024 or 0704 800926 plus 256 39 32 62 140/4.
Enjoy more GBs for the same price on Airtel. Shareable using to Gabonais. We have increased GBs across all your favorite packs. Now, 4 GB is at 10,000 shillings and 10.5 GB at 22,500 shillings, all valid for a week. For the heavy data users, enjoy 24 GB at 50,000 shillings and 50 GB at 100,000 shillings, all valid for a month. Dial *175# or use the My Airtel app to buy these and more affordable weekly and monthly data bundles on Airtel, the smartphone network.
There are very few institutions in Uganda that have celebrated a century-plus years of distinguished service, like Uganda Printing and Printing Corporation. The government chief printer, which was founded in 1902 as a department in the colonial government, retained as a department and the President's office after independence and transformed into a public enterprise in 1992 by an Act of Parliament. Uganda Printing and Printing Corporation has been instrumental in shaping Uganda's printing industry and printing documents such as bills, statutory contracts, legal notices, acts and ordinances, and the Uganda Gazette, policy statements, budgets, IEC materials, and other reports. Join us this Friday, 22nd July 2022, as we launch activities to mark 120 years live on UBC from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Juko Edrin. I'm at, this is Bunyonyi Safari Resort. I'm so privileged to be here. I've visited quite a number of places, but I've had quite a good, better, and I think the best experience in my adventure. Big time.
Is Bennett is our receptionist, then this is our dining area. I wish to take you around. Actually, our 90% of our market has been local to our here.
Who is the boat? The super...
We are moving there.
The boat.
We are moving there.
One of the best boats.
You're welcome, Honorable. Yeah, my name is Charlotte.
Oh, nice to meet you, Charlotte.
We are so happy to see you. For us, apart from the lockdowns, when the lockdowns were not there, we got a lot of interest from Ugandans. So Bunyonyi Safaris Resort, in a way, benefited from the countries looking, because for the first time, Ugandans who were traveling abroad decided to discover Uganda, and we got a lot of people, a lot of inquiries, and people came to visit. And maybe I would say it is a very unique place. The scenery is very refreshing. The air is very nice. We have the lake, we have the islands, we have the highlands. The terrain is different, and even the altitude is different. So this is a place where you go to and you just feel it's a different place from. It is affordable because we are a resort and we have a lot of space. And on that space we have camping grounds, we have cottages, we have a main hotel building. Within the main hotel building there are suites, self-contained, where you have your own kitchenette, you have your lounge, you have your several bedrooms. So we cater for families, we cater for students. If you want to camp, you camp. The camping grounds are a little bit far from the hotel, but they're within the hotel grounds. If you want to use a cottage, you use a cottage. So the variety of accommodation is also something that has given us an advantage, because we can, however small your budget is, we can accommodate you without necessarily inconveniencing those with a higher budget, because we know how to take care of each of them. I think there's no place like Uganda. Yeah, there's no place like Uganda because it is so beautiful, really, and the food is mostly organic, mostly fresh. Such a variety where you get that kind of food, and there's so much to discover here. So, and I'm really happy that Ugandans have discovered that. Now they travel, they move to Fort Portal, they move to Kabale, they move to Kisoro, and they're excited, especially the younger generation. It is a very exciting time, really, that Ugandans are interested in their own countries, and they don't feel that you have to go to Zanzibar or you go to Mombasa. Everything is here.
But of course, I'm so happy because we've been talking about promoting domestic tourism. There are so many Ugandans who believe traveling is so expensive, really, but it is really not. And I think this would be Bunyonyi Resort would be a good story to show that Ugandans are traveling. Like she has said, despite COVID, that's why we've been talking about that. The only way we can have this sector more resilient, something we've learned out of COVID, is if we can only promote domestic tourism. Should be able to change the picture, like the way the Kenyans are doing it, because the Kenyans, 68% of the travelers are the local Kenyans. Only around 30% are the foreigners. Unfortunately, in Uganda, it's the opposite. Over 60% are the foreigners, Ugandans are 30%. And that's why you see when we have challenges like COVID, the sector is so much affected. The hotels don't work, the tour operators are not working, because we are relying on someone out there, someone else, not the Ugandan. But in a scenario where the Ugandan is traveling, wouldn't be affected. And that's why she's working, she has no problem. So I want to call upon the Ugandans it is now cheap to travel. We are working on the roads. We're also going to better the roads up here. But most of the places you can access easily, even with the smallest. You don't need a 4x4 to get here. Any small car can get us here, can get you to Maction Falls, can get you to Queen Elizabeth. So let's travel. Let's get maybe even the smallest of its share cost in fuel 100,000. You'll be here. Thank the hotel owners because they've taken the prices down. No one is charging dollars going forward. So with 150,000, I mean, I've been saying for the youth, how much is a bottle of whiskey in a bar? 250,000. That would get you to cover your sleep and even go back. So I think it would be wonderful. So I just encourage Ugandans, let's travel, and we can support this sector only with the indigenous people, but also get to know more about the Pearl of Africa, really. It's the most beautiful country. I don't know why people keep going to Dubai. I think it's the hottest place now on the sand, and you live beautiful Uganda. Have the honeymoons here, come celebrate, but support and be a part of the sector and contribute to the growth of the country. What we are trying to do going forward is to make business easy for everyone in this sector, for every person participating, especially from the private sector. And that's why we are saying we have to work on the infrastructure. And I've seen we have some challenges here. We're going to better it to make sure that we work with Ministry of Works to see that there is easy access for everyone that comes to access this place. We are saying we are going to market domestic tourism as much as we can. We are launching a brand to do with only the promotion of domestic tourism in this country, I think in the next 2 months or even the next month, so that we tell Ugandans where to go, places to reach. We can discuss the prices and all that going forward. So we are going to do whatever it takes to make sure that they get business. I'm so happy that they have a training institute that they've put in place here. I was telling her we have to find a way of partnering. We have an institute in Jinja, HTTI, where government has invested a lot of money, because human resource is a key factor in this industry. I mean, the reason why someone else would go out there is because of the service. The service contributes a lot. So we need to improve that and make sure that the Ugandan will get the same service you would get in Dubai or in the UK. Because you can see now our sector is mainly saturated by foreigners and people from out there because they have good training. So we need to better all that to make things easier for them. What most important, we just call upon the Ugandans, please travel, have the experience. It is fun and it's wonderful.
And I think there is a misconception thinking that tourism in Uganda is very expensive or it's for foreigners, which is a very, very bad stereotype or bad thinking. Because I know for certain that for nationals it's much cheaper, and we don't have to, and of course we'll be talking to the Ministry of Tourism to let Ugandans pay in shillings and not dollars, which hinders, some Ugandans from participating in tourism. But I would love to tell the Ugandans out there, please, let us take time to visit our country. Let us take time to embrace our nature. Let us take time to, be a part of tourism, which I'd call domestic tourism, because that contributes to the economy of our country. Instead of spending money in other countries, let's spend it here first. I'm going to represent Uganda in Puerto Rico come December, and it's been a very good experience for me to see how much Uganda has to give. So I'm going to preach the gospel very hard, and I'm going to represent Uganda so beautifully because I know what I'm selling now. So I'm very, very excited to be a part of the Miss World family and to participate. And I hope and pray that all Ugandans support me, and because we got this and we'll make it. Thank you so much.
Bunyonyi Safaris Resort is a hotel, mother company of Bunyonyi Safaris. So today we are celebrating the 25th anniversary for Bunyonyi Safaris as a company, which is the mother company for Bunyonyi Safaris Resort. Well, to me, as the hotel manager, 25 years of this place, well, I've not been here for the 25 years, but I joined in that journey. I've been here for the last 4 years. This means that the experience with our team leader, the director, the guidance really shows that she has done business for the last 25 years. I can tell you that when our customers who visited Bunyonyi Safaris in 2018, in 2019, every time, every stage, every year, you find something new. So we are not static. That means that we make sure that we develop new new amenities, new facilities to make sure that our clients always find the place not the same. Yeah, so we make sure that we always invest in making the place not to be the same, and that's why you see that our clients always love to always come back to Bunyonyi Safaris because it is a home to them really. So we also have hospitality institute called the Bunyonyi Safaris Hotel and Tourism Institute. So we're trying to also make sure that the experience of the 25 years, we pass it on to other people who are interested in the hospitality industry. During the pandemic, you know, it came unexpected. No one knew that there would be such a time of COVID, lockdown. Some of us had the word curfew for the first time. So all that, back to the business, we are really affected, you know, that we are out of business, we are closed. So the costs of maintaining the place were high. Of course, wouldn't get any guests, so that one affected our progress, because now the business that would have done that time or any income wasn't there, so we are just spending without income. So it was really a challenge, but we thank God that now people have now started learning to move or to work within COVID. As Bunyonyi Safaris, we came up with a policy in addition to the ministry to implement the guidelines, the SOPs for the Ministry of Health. First of all, we made sure that all our staff are vaccinated against this COVID-19, and we make sure that they use the face masks. We sanitize rooms and all public places. We make sure that we check on our entrance, every entrance there is a temperature gun to make sure that we test people, and we make sure that we do not have much of the indoor activities. We make sure that all our activities actually are outdoor where people are spaced, and we don't use actually a lot of AC. So now, this time, when they heard that we are celebrating the 25th anniversary, that to come and be with us. Of course, you have seen that all our events have been outdoor, because also we have to protect our customers, and their life is also a concern. So we had to make sure that all the activities are outdoor to enable them celebrate with us and also protect their lives. So domestic tourism really is one of the market that has kept Bunyonyi Safaris moving as a hotel. And we have packages for people from Kampala, we have coasters, we have a package for weekends, weekends getaway, where you can have transport on board, meals and accommodation, all that with activities. You are seeing we are now on MV Bunyonyi. This is one of the modern boats that we have on this lake, and it is the best boat on now Lake Bunyonyi. So it has also boosted our business really, and we hope that we shall still move on, and we hope for the best. Well, our call to the government is that at least if they can improve the roads really. You see, when it rains, accessing Bunyonyi becomes a problem, and this has been a promise of the government for a long time. So if our road was really worked on, we hope that would be getting even more people, and they would be accessing the place very easily, which would boost the business around this place. And also it would also help the government to earn more revenue. I would also take this chance to encourage all Ugandans to embrace the idea of vaccination against COVID-19, because surely it is the way to go, because we don't know when COVID-19 is going to end or to get out of the country. So, but we need to live, and life has to continue. So I encourage each and everyone, please, if you have an opportunity to access this vaccine, please go for that vaccine. It is not harmful, because we have all taken it, and we have really seen there is an improvement. We're not scared like before. And for those who would wish to come for our services, our hotline is 075 11 99 341. I can repeat, 075 11 99 341. It is on WhatsApp, and you can call and for any inquiry, and for our packages, we can get our packages. opportunity for always
Up next on UBC, brought to you by Keep the Lights On. Use Airtel Money to pay for all your Yaka bills conveniently. Open the My Airtel app to buy Yaka units. Airtel Money. Simple, secure, borderless.
President Museveni is to attend East African Heads of Government meeting while the She Cranes boosted with a 50 million sponsorship. A very good evening to you tuned into UBC TV. Welcome to News Tonight. It's me, Michael Jordan Lukomo, with Elizabeth Nakakoni this Thursday, the 21st of July, 2022. In our first story, President Yoweri Museveni has joined the other East African heads of state for the high-level retreat on the common market. About 300 participants from partner states, private sector, civil society and development partners attended, and development partners were in attendance. The East African community heads of state formed a panel discussion and talked of the progress of implementation of the East African Community Common Market Protocol. They also brainstormed on the numerous strategic measures to unlock the lags and bottlenecks in establishment of the common market, and also identified key areas where the development partners can contribute to the attainment of the common market. On his part, President Yoweri Museveni called on partner states to eliminate barriers of trade in the region. On the COVID-19 pandemic, Museveni tasked member states to join hands and develop a pathogen economy. The heads of state are expected to launch the 42.4-kilometer Arusha bypass road this Friday, and we'll keep you posted in our subsequent bulletins.